Okay, so we decided to step up the camera game and upgrade our body to the new Sony FX3. Currently, I am using a Sony A7 III. I've had that since it came out originally, and it's a really great camera, still does really good photo and video. Unfortunately, for the nightclub shooting, they are now requiring 4K 60 as the minimum. So the A7 III does not do 4K 60, all it'll do is 1080 60. So it's time for me to upgrade to something new. Decided to go with the FX3. It's finally here, so we're gonna open it up and show you what it comes with. So we purchased our Sony FX3 from Adorama, and the cool thing about purchasing from Adorama is they had a bundle deal going on. So the camera price is $38.99, but the deal that they had was $38.99, and it included a cleaning kit, a extra aftermarket battery, and a 128 gigabyte SD card. So really cool. So let's get this opened up here. Let's open this up, and we have, we have our charging cable here. This is if you want to plug in your camera and just use a charging cable and not have to use batteries. You have this cable here. All right, next thing in the box is gonna be pretty much all your paperwork. So you have your, you have your warranty, you have register your product for a chance at a $1,000 Visa prepaid card. You got your license issue thingies. You got your, this is about your SD cards. You have your quick reference guide. This is Catalyst Browse advertisement. Ad for different Sony accessories. Basically your startup guide for your camera. Let's open up this next section. These boxes are always like a puzzle when you open them. All right, so the next thing we got here is the handle. This is what it looks like here. It basically attaches to the top of the camera with these two screws here. Not gonna lie, right off the bat, this feels really cheap. I thought this was gonna be like made out of metal. It was gonna be really nice, but yeah, this is really thin plastic. It has like that cheap sound, and it has that cheap feel, like it feels really hollow. I really thought the quality of this handle was gonna be a lot better. So we have your two mic inputs on the side here for your two XLR inputs. And then right up here on the top here, you have another input for your 3.5 millimeter microphone there. So this is the holder for the microphone. It's kind of wobbly. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that for the like anti-shock, but I don't know, it just feels really cheap. It doesn't feel like a good quality. You have input select here on the back side. Then over here you have the main controls for your inputs, input 1, input 2, and then your manual input for input 3. Handle audio on or off. It's got a couple little cable thingies right here so you can run some cables if you need to. All right, next thing we have is a battery charger. This is really cool. Most of these cameras do not come with battery chargers anymore. They just come with a cable. So this is neat. You actually have a plug-in battery charger, which is really nice. A lot of times, like I said, they don't come with chargers. They'll just come with a cable. So in order for you to charge the battery, you have to charge the battery with the cable, with the battery in the camera, which is kind of weird. I always feel like there's issues with that because you're not charging directly to the battery, you're charging to the camera, but I don't know. But this is cool that it comes with this because normally you have to buy a charger, and a charger is going to run you, if you buy a Sony one, it's not going to be cheap. But you know, you buy an aftermarket one, you're looking at about $20 to $50, $60 for a charger. So the fact that you get one in the box, really cool. That's an extra bonus. Cable for the charger. All right, so here's your cable for your battery charger. All right, so here's the actual battery. Brand new Sony battery, brand new NP FZ100. Nothing new or fancy there. So one thing that I noticed is you don't get a neck strap. What's up with that? I guess they feel like you're not gonna carry a strap around your neck. That's kind of weird though. This is the first Sony camera I had that didn't have a neck strap included, so that is a little on the weird side. That's weird. Maybe that's like too much of a consumer thing. They're like, oh, cinema people don't use neck straps. I mean, it has the two holes here on the side for the straps, but no strap. This to me does not feel as good a quality as the Sony A7 III I have. That thing is like all metal and it's really nice. This is metal too, but like the handle right here and these buttons, they feel really cheap. They feel like really plasticky. Like this door here feels really plasticky. The bottom feels okay. The main body itself feels really good, but the buttons and stuff, they just feel really cheap. So I don't know how I feel about that. Flip out screen feels pretty good. it's still wobbly. Like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's still wobbly up and down. If I'm running gunning, I like to use just a screen to shoot stuff. And the problem with this screen is it doesn't tilt. It doesn't tilt up and down like the old A7 III does. You have to flip it out and then you can tilt the screen here. What I don't like about that is I shoot a lot of stuff in the nightclub. So if I'm running around with this screen sticking out like this, it's very likely that someone's gonna bump into the screen and it's gonna get damaged if I just have it out like that. But there's no other way to use the screen if you want it tilted, which sucks because if you're doing low angles like this, you have to have the screen out. But then your hand is here and this is just like asking for trouble if someone's just gonna bump into you. So I'm not really sure how I feel about this, so we're gonna try it out in the club and we're gonna see how it works. And if I don't like it, I'm gonna return it. Like I said, I had the A7 IV. I had it for about 2 weeks and I really liked it, but the screen was just super wobbly and I just couldn't get on board with that. So we ended up sending that one back. This one does feel like it's a little better quality, but only time will tell. My A7 III now, like there's no wobble on the screen whatsoever. It's just a really good bracket and the screen is just really good. We have ports here on the side. We have a full HDMI. We have a microphone, headphone, a charging port, and a multi-port here on the side. One of the mounting points here is if you use it, you're basically gonna block your HDMI port. So that's kind of stupid. You know, it's got a record button here on the front too, which is kind of cool. So right here on the hot shoe, you just gotta take off the cap just like that. All right, and then there's another cap on here that you're gonna take off. These Sony hot shoe covers are always so tight and it always has me so worried that I'm gonna break one of these things. Slides in like that. Okay, and then these screw thingies screw down. Okay, so that's the top handle. This handle here is too short, so if you look at how nubby it is, my hand is like hanging off of it. So I don't like that because my thumb is kind of, my pinky's kind of just floating off, which is, I don't really like. This handle is way too short. Like, who designed this handle? If you want it longer, they make an adapter for it. I think Small Rig makes one, but it's 40 bucks. And it's $40 for just to add a little like 2 or 3 inches to the end of this, which is what they should have did from the factory. So why they had this little handle is beyond me. This was $3,900, and for $3,900, you would think that they would work out all of these kinks and stuff and it would be perfect. It'd be a perfect camera, but it's not. I could be completely wrong about all of this. Maybe in a week or two, I'm gonna be, oh, guys, this is the best camera in the world. But as of right now, comparing it to my old A7 III that I've had since it came out, which is what, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 years now, this feels good, but this doesn't feel like $3,800. It feels like a good camera, but it's just, yeah. I don't like how this handle goes on because I feel like eventually you're gonna end up breaking this, this port with on and off. So I don't really like that. Feels plasticky. Doesn't have a cold shoe mount for your other microphones. They have the mount here, which is dumb because it blocks your handle and the handle is too small. To be 100% honest with you, I'm probably gonna rock the camera just like this without the top handle. If anything, what I'll do is I'll just mount my microphone on top of here like this. See, and then we're good to go. You know, and I can still record stuff, but God, Sony, what are you guys doing? Like the A7 IV, the biggest thing I liked about it was the fact that I have a dust cover when you turn the camera off, so when you're changing lenses, there's no dust gonna get on your sensor. I shoot all prime lenses, and when I'm in the nightclub or I'm out somewhere shooting, I'm constantly switching lenses, you know, so that I can get the shot that I want. And the fact that that dust cover's on there is like peace of mind for me because I can have it open in the club. I can, you know, I don't have to hold the camera at a certain angle and make sure I don't get any dust in there. I can hold it straight up, boom, put the lens on, I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about any dust getting in there. I don't know. If the FX3 was $29.99, I'd feel a lot better about the purchase, but the fact that it was over $4,000 with tax and everything is like, God, it's a lot of money, man. Because my A7 III was $2,000. And I was really happy with it, and I'm really happy at the $2,000 price point. So basically this camera is twice the price, and I don't feel like I'm getting twice the camera. I still felt like, not quite sure if I made a good investment. I would have loved to have got this today, felt everything and been like, damn, this is awesome. Like this feels amazing. Like, damn, this feels hella good, but I don't get that feeling. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time we put out a new video. If you have any questions or comments about the camera or other gear I've used or any other questions you might have about Sony stuff, feel free to leave them down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. And until next time, guys, see ya.